So here we have Davinci Resolve 17, the opening page. And start with a new project and just, we'll call it a how-to, why not, right? Right, so it opens initially to the cut. I prefer to go to the edit, simply because this is the media pool where we will be dropping all of our files. And we'll grab these two real quick. And you will want to change no matter what, because otherwise the voice and the image will be offset of each other. All right, so now I have my two recordings in my thing. I will highlight and then grab one and drag it down here. As you can see, this is vocals and this is the actual image. Now you can press play, stop, rewind, blah, blah, blah up here, or you can hit the space bar. As you can see, the bar moves. But here you can't select, right click, and you get a whole list of options, which is actually pretty wonderful. But I prefer to go to cut for this part and say I want to remove all of this. I will left click and then right click and go to split. Okay. Now these two have been separated. As you can see, one is highlighted and the other is not, and vice versa. Right. Now, if I want to, as long as I don't have multiple files over here, I can separate those and grab my other file and bring it down. And as you can see, it's a rather long file in comparison to this one. So I'm going to highlight and shift this back over here. Then I am going to bring this to the front. Then I'm going back to cut. Right. So now that I am over here on this part, I don't want to see any of all of this, do I? No, I don't. But it only lasts for so long before I put it into full screen mode, right? So if I just cut this part, split, and then cut, now I don't have to look at that part. Now when I go to press play, it's in full screen mode. And anywhere I want to stop, say for example, I only want the pedal biker, I can go from the beginning. Right. So now I can actually get rid of this part as well, because I just want this section here. We'll go back to edit, and then I can bring this to there, grab this, and put it to there. So now, when I start the video, so now I can hop back and forth. I could do the same thing with this one. Bring it up here where it's got enough room in case I want to go to wherever my next blank spot is that I want to cut back and forth to. It's actually not as hard or complicated as it seems. But let's say I want to zoom in on a section. I go back to cut. I believe you can do it in the edit side too. It's just a little more, it's not as simple. These little buttons here bring up all these different options. I can change the speed. I can change the volume. And this one right here, dynamic zoom. I love this thing. As you can see, there is a green box, right? Now I can set that to wherever I want to zoom it to. Like for example, maybe I don't want to see the numbers up top, but I do want to see this. The green is where it starts, and the red is where it will end. So try to get them pretty close to about the same size, or I can start over here and end up over there if I wanted to kind of zoom across a little bit. But now, the moment I press play, it will remove everything on the outside of this box. All right. Well, I just got off the phone with a guy. As you can see, it cuts all of that stuff out, leaving just this part. And now, if this is where I want to call it, I can split it, add in some else, adjust it around, etc. If I want to make this part really super fast, now that it's on here, it starts at 1, which is normal. If I want to go faster, type in the letters and hit enter, and it shrinks it down to become super, super fast. As you can see and hear, it went super, super fast. Now, if I want to slow it down, we hit minus. And that will stretch it out to be even longer and slower. Whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Okay, it's going backwards is what it's doing. That's not actually working very well. So we'll put that back on normal. And now it should be as it was. All right, well, I just got off the phone with a guy. But anyway, you get the point that this is how you adjust the speed for time lapsing and etc. And you can crop as well, which will actually cut out everything, but then you still need to zoom, or otherwise you will see black around whatever you cropped out of it. So anyway, these are some of those options. And let's say I want to make the volume higher, louder. As long as this is a section I have selected, I can increase the volume. And sorry about your ears, but this could be loud. Just got off the phone with a guy. Okay. Now, if it's too loud and I want to lower it because it's like music or something that's a little excessive, just got off the phone with a guy. Now it's a little more listenable. Pretty simple thing. Now, if we go back to edit, I can grab this section and put it over there just because. And we can go back up here to this section. Oh, come on, slide over. And we can try and find another section of the bike coming. And just like that, we have the beginning of the next section of the biker. And we don't have to play it, we can just slide it over. And then we go back to edit. And we grab that little section. Now, if I were to go to here, it's most likely going to play this one, even if I have this selected. So you don't want to have a video on top of a video unless you have a green screen, fun stuff going on that overlaps, which isn't that hard to do. So now if we go back to the beginning, this isn't going to make any sense, and it's not supposed to. All right, well, I just got off the phone with a guy. Okay, so as you can see, I got something suspenseful happening. Obviously, something thereof. So now I'm looking for. Let's start right around in here. See what we can find in particular. Let's see if this is where I'm looking for. I can split it as a temporary.
4 weeks. 20 papers, that's $2.
Right. Go back to edit. Grab this little section and bring it back down here. Well, yeah, we need something else in the middle there, but you'll get the point. I mean, it's you can splice it back and forth, and if you got really thin slices, you can move the slider to make them bigger, so they're a little easier to see and grab a hold of. Sometimes they do get really like sliver thin. Like say if I move this about that far and split it. Now, if I wanted to move that, it's grabbable size right now. But now imagine if this was the normal size. Try grabbing that. It's not so easy to try and grab that, right? Increase the size of things and oops, it's a little too big. Until it's a grabbable size. And then put it back or put it wherever you want it to be. Now, if I want more of this clip or less of this clip, I can also shrink it or extend it. And I'm guessing right about there, which was sufficient from where it was. So these are a few of the simple tricks. And it's enough to get you a video made up pretty quick and simple, reasonably easy. Now, if I wanted to, let's grab this one, slide it over to the box, go down here and do audio track. Now in here is everything that is said or all the vocal stuff. Let's see what it says. All right. I just got off the phone with a guy. All right, so I can click this button to create an endpoint. Drag this back over to here and create a start point. Now here is where it gets really, really tiny. I can grab that little section and it is only that big, right? Now it will have an image, which if I want, that's fine. Or I can lock the audio and then cut the image, unlock the audio, and then grab that and bring it right back down, right? I can create a second row or a third row or multiple rows. So now what you'll see is you'll hear the words, but you won't see anything. I just got off the phone with a guy, right? This comes in handy for doing effects like titles, overlays, things of that nature. And you can scroll left and right, and they'll give you an idea of what they do, if there's something that they do. Sometimes they fade in, fade out. I like the scroll up and down thing myself for ending credits. Pretty simple. And you also have all kinds of other fade in, outs, transitions. I mean, just there's a lot in all of this. So that's more fun you can have. So anyway, you can do quite a bit with Davinci Resolve, and I am just a noob. I mean, literally, I'm not even I'm not even in kindergarten on this thing yet. This program has an awful lot it can offer. All right, so I'm not sure if there was anything else in here I wanted or not. I think I pretty much got what I needed out of here, unless I want more of him on the bike. And then I got more of my car mechanic sim, which is got to be redone to be what I'm looking for, etc. Let's shrink this down a little bit so I have room to slide it over here. Can bring that down here. Now, obviously, this was all just for showing you some simple things. The next step would be to hit the deliver button. You can click on YouTube, and you can set all your preferences and title it. When you upload to YouTube, it'll automatically be that title unless you choose to change it. Do as you see fit, add to render queue, it'll show up over here. Click on it and render all. Let it run its course, and it will be right where you saved it. And I'm not rendering this, I'm just going to hop back out of that. I prefer to stay on this one so I can see everything that's in my editing. Whereas this one will kind of zoom into a single section, and you can always adjust this at any time. But I hope this helps you get a little bit of a jump. And again, like file, import, media. I also have some MP3 files and quick little recordings that I did, stuff, whatever. Let's just let's grab this one. Now this has an image from my instance, and let's say I don't want the whole thing. Go to audio track, select just what I'm looking for, set a start point, set an end point, grab that, bring it down to wherever I want to put it. And because I don't want to see this during my video, lock the audio, left click, right click, and cut. And now I just have the audio. But I don't want it black over top. I want it during a certain section. So I'm going to place it wherever it ends up. And this one may be a little loud, and we'll have to adjust the volume. Yeah. So as you can see, if I wanted more volume on that, I can crank it up or down. I can slide it left, right a little bit. There's a lot you can do in here. So I hope this gives you a small glimpse into what is possible with Davinci Resolve, which is going to become Davinci 18 before long. And I hope they don't change the layout a whole lot because it takes a little while to get used to as it is, and then if they change all that, it takes a little longer to figure out where they put what, and changes suck. They just do. So anyway, I am going to exit out of this one and delete this as not what I was looking to do, or I can Control Z and undo just about everything I did up to a point, I think. I don't know how far it'll let me go back, which really won't matter because this isn't what I'm going to be playing with anyway. This was just a demonstration kind of thing. So anyway, I hope you find the program. It's a free program. It's a wonderful program. It's extremely powerful. And there we go. We are right back to the very beginning. I have nothing, and I have my 2 uploaded video pieces, and I can do some more fun from there. So this is just a little throw it out there. Hope a few of my peoples that I had mentioned this program to find some bits of information they could use, and I'm pretty sure they're not dumb enough not to know how to do some of this, so they might be a little more well on their way. I, look forward to their videos. That's all I can say. So, till next time, have a good one, everybody.